The 8 bronzes currently featured at the Santa Fe Botanical Gardens are the stories from my ancestors. The sculptures are an intermingling of personal, historical, and biblical stories. They are my stories coming from the world that I live. And as I cast these images into bronze, I'm also casting my spirit, my soul, and the DNA of my ancestors. The sculpture Atom Splitting refers at once to Adam, the first man, splitting like a cell or leaving the garden in shame and anger. Adam was forged to the backdrop of the Gulf War. There, in that cradle of civilization, Adam takes an explosive leap, exiting the garden as he becomes the wounded warrior. We are falling all the time, either by natural cause or by extreme circumstances. The question is, will the fallen recover or be doomed? The sculpture Signs of Life explores this theme. The duet of bronzes, Falling Man, and In His Eye has numerous meanings. One, on a very personal level, recounts the story of my great-great-grandfather Levi Spiegelberg. He was a pioneer, a German Jewish merchant who settled in Santa Fe in 1848. He was on a supply run coming from Independence, Missouri, when he grew deathly ill. Fortunately, in the wagon train following his was the future Archbishop of Santa Fe, Jean-Baptiste Lamy. From his vantage, he could see a fallen man being carried. Lamy stopped to assist, and his compassionate act saved my great-great-grandfather from a most certain death. In the Old Testament story of Heston, Yahweh had become annoyed with the Jews, complaining about their condition in the desert after their exodus from Egypt. Angrily, he sent down fiery serpents that bit and killed many. Repenting, they asked Moses to intercede. Yahweh ordered Moses to make a bronze serpent, mount it on a pole, and then decreed that all who looked upon it would be healed. In this confusing dilemma, Yahweh was rescuing the Jews, but then turns on them, only to save them once again in the end. Snakes and idols, spoken of repeatedly as evil, are here as symbols of salvation. To me, this story reflects our contemporary anxiety. As beliefs are turned upside down, we are living in a moral inversion. Living in these quickening times, information, thoughts, processes that once took centuries to develop are now shared instantly. The speed in which we interact also has an effect on our internal life. The bombardment of information makes it more and more difficult to hold on to our thoughts. As the sculptor historian, the figures I sculpt tell the narrative of our times and the shifting circuitry of our reality.